Yesterday we were at the Gamescom 2019 to try out the VR games that are coming soon. We tried many games there that we of course want to share with you. So here are 6 VR games that we are looking forward to. Subscribe if you haven't yet to see more VR videos like this one, and now let's dive in. Number 1. Budget Cuts 2 Mission Insolvency. Brought to you by Neat Corporation and in collaboration with Fast Travel Games comes the second installment of Budget Cuts, where the story continues straight after the first game. It is a stealth action-adventure game in a cheeky robot world with cartoonish graphics. What's different this time is that you will be in a different environment. You will not be in the office anymore like in the first game, yet you will be outside, jumping from building to building. You will also get a bow and arrow, which won't have an unlimited amount of arrows, making it challenging and forcing you to play as stealthy as possible. This version is more focused on action and giving you the options to choose how to play. The devs told me that you do not need to play the first game to play this one, but it is recommended. So far, I enjoyed what I've played. The bow and arrow mechanics feel polished and realistic. This version is pretty similar to the first game, so if you enjoyed that, I recommend checking this one out. The game will be available on PC VR and will release before the end of the year. Number 2. Down the Rabbit Hole. This game is set in the Alice in Wonderland universe, including the characters. You will play with Alice and one of the armored carts, but I've also met the Smoking Caterpillar, the Cheshire Cat and the King of Spades. The gameplay is done beautifully. You will see a panel in front of you with Alice and the cart in a third-person perspective. You control them using your controllers by drawing a path, or you can choose to use the thumbsticks to move them. As you move from one panel to the next, a new panel will emerge. You will be going back and forth in the panels, and I played the part after Alice has jumped down the rabbit hole, so each panel gets you deeper down the hole. The demo I played was about looking for butterflies, and to find them all, I had to do a variety of creative puzzles. Sometimes the game shifts you to a first-person perspective for puzzles and talking to characters. It also seems like a side-scroller at first, however, you notice that the rabbit hole is all around you. You will be turning, looking up, or ducking to find a clue or get a closer look. I think the devs made smart use of the power of virtual reality with this game. The story and voice actors are very similar to what you would expect from Alice in Wonderland, giving you that nostalgic feeling. Down the Rabbit Hole is a game brought to you by Cortopia Studios and will be coming to PC VR, Oculus Quest and PSVR. While you're watching this video, don't forget to leave a like if you like it so far. Number 3. The Walking Dead Onslaught. Survios is bringing The Walking Dead Onslaught, a game based on the universe of the TV show. You will be able to play the actual characters of the series, use their iconic weapons to slaughter the zombies, which are called walkers in the series. They even got the real voice actors, which is pretty fantastic if you are a fan of the show. In the demo, I played as the protagonist of the show, Rick. I got to try out several weapons, even the iconic Negan bat that he called Lucille. I'm especially impressed with the fighting mechanics in the game. It is very polished, allowing you to choose what you want to do. Yeah, it's very gory as you can see, but there is dismemberment, decapitation, and it all feels accurate. Wherever I attack, I'll see where I wounded a walker. I can even grab their necks and then choose to put a knife through their brains, as the people in the show often do. Blood splatters are dynamic, showing exactly where I shot, and each weapon has their own weight and power, which is nice. In the demo, I ran through a pretty linear map where I walked outside and inside several rooms while collecting fuel for XP and ammo for my weapons. The further I went, the more weapons I found. At the end, I was met with a wave of walkers until Eugene brought a van out to take me away. This part gave me an arcade feel. The devs told me you can level up your characters and choose between multiple characters of the show. You can also play the campaign in co-op with others. As a fan of the series, I am very excited for this game since it feels like a full game and not just a tech demo for the series. The game is coming out on PC VR and will release in the fall of 2019. Number 4. The Curious Tale of Stolen Pets. Here's a nice change from the zombie action. The Curious Tale of Stolen Pets is a cute puzzle game brought to you by Fast Travel Games. In this game you play from a third-person perspective. In front of you, you see a cute little world that you can spin around where you have to solve puzzles to find all the stolen pets. A lot in this world is interactive and feels alive. It will make you want to touch everything and explore. It's very adorable. The map I played had a puzzle where I had to solve what to do with a teacup, a candle and a teapot to get a pet. The other pets were either hiding in a bush or were in a tiny treasure box that I had to open by pushing a couple of buttons. The puzzle I played wasn't very hard if you think logically and just explore. Throughout the game, the story is told by your grandfather, giving you a very homey feeling. The devs told us that they want to make this game casual and relaxing. If you can't solve a puzzle, you can just move on to the next map to check that out. There will be different endings too, like a full ending if you find all the pets, and if you don't find all the pets, you'll get a different ending. The Curious Tale of Stolen Pets will release on PC VR, Oculus Quest and PSVR, and will release this year too. Number 5. Fandom Covert Ops, brought to you by Dreams, a stealth VR game with unique locomotion mechanics. It's a seated game because in the game you sit in a tactical kayak on the water. So to move around you have to paddle as you would in real life, and that feels fantastic. It's realistic too. If you bump to the edges of the river, you'll have to push yourself away with your paddle to get back in the water. The kayak comes equipped with a sniper rifle and bombs, so you can choose to go the stealthy route or go gun blazing. However, you won't be able to shoot all the enemies since you don't have enough ammo. The game encourages you to go stealthy. Fandom Covert Ops is a game well done. The locomotion mechanic is very comfortable to play and made the game so immersive that I almost forgot that I was at Gamescom. I'm looking forward to the release. The game will come out on Oculus Quest and Oculus Rift platforms and will release this year as well. Number 6. The Wizards Dark Times. This is Carbon Studios' second The Wizards game. We enjoyed the first game a lot because of the way you cast spells. You have to memorize and use arm gestures here to cast a spell. The second game is the same. Like, if you want an ice spell, you need to put your arms together from outside in. If you want a fireball to shoot from your hands, you need to press the trigger button while turning your wrist from down to up. There are many elemental spells to cast, each with their own gestures and each has its own specialty. For example, ice will slow down an enemy or freeze them after a second hit. It's all very logical, and the devs told us that you will be able to combine elementals later on. The Wizards Dark Times is a single-player, story-driven adventure game, and a beautiful game. The devs have done the work to improve on the graphics. The spells look fantastic and dynamic. The map is not open world, but you will follow a path. You encounter many different enemies and puzzles to solve that feel big. If you're into magic, this is a game to play. The game will release in the first quarter of 2020 and is coming out on PC VR. So I will be posting videos of the gameplay of some of the demos that I tried at Gamescom in the upcoming days. So if you want to get more information on the game or just see more of the gameplay, then definitely check those out. And let me know in the comments down below what your favorite title is of this list, out of this list, and also why. We would love to get to know you a little bit better. And a special thanks goes to artArmin, our right-hand patron, and a special shout out goes to his Patreon page. Everyone, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video, also VR on. Hello fellow VR travelers, VR, we were Gamescom in Germany, blap, different games, but